wayside for a little bit, but I'm still a firm believer that if you don't have Peach in your top 10, you are lying. Like, the character's punish game is still ridiculous. She is hard. She is so hard. But it looks like DK might be who Dan plays. Okay.
All right. As always, right, we talked about this in the first set, the heavy tax, right?
Yeah,
like
you gotta pay it.
Especially versus someone like Ling who knows how to combo you to pieces.
Speaking of,
back. Oh my god, 71%. The turnips being caught and ending right with the Peach Bomber. It's not enough to take the stock, but it's definitely enough to like get Dan to open his eyes like, oh man, this is not gonna be easy.
Yeah, if you're Ling and you're trying to warm up for the day, like, this is the matchup you want. Oh, I mean, a beautiful first stock taken by Ling, barely scathed at all. Dan trying to do his best, gets stuffed out by reverse down air from Ling, and this punishment is still going further. What is going on? Can Dan get back to the stage?
I don't think so, Combo. Just a clinic in edge guarding. Luckily, the Cyclone is going to at least save Dan in that interaction. But still, it's just the fact that Ling is so confident in the way that he is able to carry you from one side of the stage right to the ledge, and every single time, it's going just straight to an edge guard that's like fluid. Here we go, though. All right, up throw up there.
Yeah,
we got something going on. Like,
gotta cash it in, you know, the day ones. Ain't one since day one, man. But I mean, Ling, I mean, what can I even say, right? Like, Peach can punish pretty much every character really damn hard, but Donkey Kong is one of the ones that gets hit the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, the heavy tax speaks for itself. There's the dot eyes, too. I've always said you can always tell who really plays Peach based off of the turnips that they get. Like,
I agree.
I've seen Sailor Jess pull a couple of Stitch faces. I've seen Ling pull every turnip that he needs right when he needs it. I mean, this is just a clinic on Donkey Kong here, and it's, once again, what Peach really does to heavies. Like, really can just stack on so much damage. These hitboxes are so tight, but it's also Ling's experience as a veteran at that point, just knowing and understanding how these combos work, how to pick up off of any hitbox that Dan is throwing out.
Yeah, no, it's been, I mean, pretty much surgical up until this point, and we're going into game 2. The character picks are the same. I cannot imagine this going much better for Dan, but that's more so less in a tribute to how good I think Dan is, and much more of a compliment to Ling's punish game. I mean, look, he gets one hit, and he extends it to 4.
Yeah. Dan, though, finally going to be able to get something started here. We got 46%, but once again, you're stuck on this ledge. I'm liking the timing, too, of the Cyclones, at least. Good catch, though, but Ling is ready for it. Still has to turn up in the hand. Will be able to make it back, and I love that. Instead of trying to go for the reversal, actually just trying to reset neutral so we can start to win again. But look, Ling sharking for the forward air. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, the turn up forces this high recovery, because if you go low, you know Ling's going to slap it. Oh, Ling trying to Ling out, you know? Almost got it, almost balled out. Almost said I got a Glock in my Rari, like almost went the full mile. But with that said, I mean, still, the punishment's exuding. Not one string, but instead several.
Okay, Dan, though, could potentially try and find a loose back air here. I love the way that Ling takes his time really coming back, air dodges all the way through, and even sends himself back to the other side of the stage. But you know what? At least we're on stage. We're safe here. Dan, though, going to be able to still keep getting a couple hits of the Cyclone, but you need that hard read, right? We know that Ling is going to be in the air a lot. Why not try for the back air? But it does not matter. Going to be able to just take the throw. Just throw Ling right out of there.
Yeah, sometimes just keep it simple. Just carry him to the blast zone and say, you're gone. And that's going to work out for Dan there, but going to need a couple more plays like that. First, you got to get some damage, and you can't even get back to the stage because the edge guarding from Ling has been so oppressive that, oh gosh. Okay,
no.
Nice catch. Hey?
If you really know Ling, like every single time he gets hit, it's like scary, but there we go. There's the back air. We're starting to put pieces together. If you're Dan, the hitboxes are going to trade, but there's the back air to keep Dan on the side. And still Ling finding a lot of these turnip catches, but Dan being very aggressive out of the corner, and it's been working a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's really tough because if you're Dan here, whenever you have stage control like you do now, you try your best to hold on to it, right? But it also means that you can't take too much time to sit back and charge that punch, and so he never really had. Oh, sick. bro.
Unfortunate, right? You get the ground, and all you have to do is go up smash Peach's light, but unfortunately, just not going to be there for Dan here. Trying to get a little bit more shield damage with the down special, but still, there it is. We're catching Ling, jumping with the aerial. We're finding it, Flambeau.
And we have a good chunk of rage here, but first Dan has to get back on stage, forced to recover high. Ling misses the punish, but a grab. Oh, into the up throw, a little bit of a mix-up here, maybe getting a rainbow off the top, but it's not going to be found.
DK with rage is very, very scary here too. You can tell just all of the smoke, but it does not matter. There's the forward air. It's not going to be it for Dan though. We have one more game, and I have to say, just from going from an absolute blowout game 1 to it going down to last stock game 2, there's plenty of more Smash to be played in this set.
Yeah, I think Dan definitely, I mean, you were saying in the earlier set, right? Like, we've seen some players get gut punched, get the wind knocked out of their sails, but we're seeing the opposite here from Dan. Instead, taking the L's and using it as an opportunity to come back stronger, more refined. But will it be enough? I mean, here we go, potentially the final game of the set. Dan already off to a great start.
Okay, still going to be the aggressor out of the corner, but it will be Ling at least getting a little bit of a reversal. This is what I was talking about earlier, Flambeau. I'm loving the way that Dan is not punching a hole through the wall of Ling. Instead, just going to reset neutral, just go back and say, you know what, I can win this again. But still, Ling finding the falling back air here. That tilt reaches so far here, but good air dodge by Ling, but it looks like Dan's got every option covered.
Nice.
And here we go, Flambeau, we got a set.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like to see. Now, of course, Ling's my boy. I want Ling to win this. I want Ling to stay in winners and go as far as he possibly can, but I'm here, more importantly, for good gameplay, and that's what Dan is exuding right now. Unfortunately, throws out the giant punch. It's not going to lead to anything. Kind of a waste, but you know what? I'm glad that you used it before losing the stock.
Ooh, okay. The air dodge was smart, but unfortunately... You got it.
I'm just saying, like, damn.
Here we go, though. Here comes the combos that we saw Ling a little bit earlier do. Good catch, though. Dan has been catching these turnips and handling them better and better across the set here. Trying to go for the hard read. Unfortunately, it's not going to be there. So now here comes Ling. Going to be able to find the forward smash here. It's not going to be strong enough, but look how much pressure, right? Trying to get the shield drop with the turnip and try and get the punish off of it. It's all mental mind games for Ling.
I'm saying, Ling got me sweating. I was like, ugh.
I'm already sweating. It's hot as hell in here.
Do not want to be hit by that mix-up. But with that said, I mean, good chunk of rage. Can't get the read there. Unfortunate for Dan, but nice catch yet again, but has to go too low, burning the air dodge there. So that's going to be unfortunate. Couldn't get, you know, the cake and eat it too. But with that said, I mean, Ling forcing out the bad options.
And here we go, Ling very comfortable right now, finding the nair out of shield to extend the combo. And look at all this damage too. Recognizing that the shield was low, didn't even want to go for the punish there, instead just getting the grab. Now here comes Ling, but thankfully for Dan, so close.
That traded.
Gets the slap and the up air. All right, we're going down to last stock. And I mean, if it's character with rage, got the
it's time.
Got the taunt too.
It's time for that monkey business.
If there's a character with rage that you definitely don't want to be fighting against with a punch, it's DK. Flambeau.
Please. Damn it. No bias though, I promise. No bias, but I needed to see it hit, you know? I love seeing the comeback. I love seeing the person on the back ropes make it through, but it looks like that might not be it for Dan as Ling is starting to put on that pressure.
All right, has the turnip in hand. It's all about if Dan can go back and do what they've been doing so well. But unfortunately, we'll be living. The crowd is wildin'. 199, 213. That's going to be it.
Beautiful
Ling
stuff.
Unfazed as usual. Just, all right, cool. That could have, I hate to be like that. That was a close 3-0, but like it was so close.
Oh man, no, I mean, Dan, we were talking about it, right? Like, came back stronger each individual game, and by the time it came down to game 3, there was some real hope that he was going to be able to come out on top. I mean, we were talking about the set before it happened. Like, I mean, Peach versus Donkey Kong, Ling's punish game? I don't know. But by the end of game 3, Dan got us to become believers.
I'm a believer in Donkey Kong.
Oh, man.
The highlights from the set were so fire, too. It was just so unfortunate how it had to end. The DK punch whiffing, too. Like,
yeah, it was so close. So
you would have loved to
close.
see it. But regardless, though, really great showing from both Dan and Ling. I'm sure we'll be seeing Dan a little bit later in the loser side bracket.
Oh.
Yeah, the taunt was bold. I like that. You know what? You're feeling yourself. It's just like what Light does, right? Like when he does the charge up and he's feeling it. Monkey. Yes.
Got that monkey.
Got the monkey in him. Once again, welcome back to Collision 2023. I'm Lyric. This is Flambeau. We're having a good time here. I have no idea who's playing on the side stream, but regardless, we got multiple streams here. We got Risen and New Jersey's finest on Melee over there. That's Carl. He's the best. He's also a break dancer, by the way.
Oh, so am I. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay, that's